NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Bills and the Dolphins on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 20 yards.
Back up now.
On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had.
I know he's not Clayton Tooley.
They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look how they're elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
I told you. I'm back, man. Got you. You want a franchise quarterback? I got you.
Send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills now getting ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Purdy. The pass caught by Olave. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A look at the numbers last week for Olave. 6 catches, 67 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense. We're seeing each and every week.
Third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
He decided to test him early. He put to the task and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points,
pass interference, man.
A great chance to win. The best defense
bro.
in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Get it, baby. That's why we goddamn drafted you.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second, here's Algier. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Damn.
That is caught. Breaks through the contact. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, we got you, Rob Moore.
Purdy.
Oh,
that's a Olave bringing in another one. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll be trying to punch that bitch out.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll stick with Algier. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Oh,
and able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. The way in from Miami touchdown.
That's why I drafted him. Ooh, these 2 motherfuckers. Oh, get off me. I thought that nigga was for that slapper. He got it. Oh, man, dog.
You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that.
Fucking love this quarterback. Any quarterback I would have drafted, I would have loved. Better than team. Team through pick, team and post, deep balls, accuracy. I ain't gonna lie, when I checked it, he was doing pretty goddamn good.
And this lets face an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
Give me that. That's more. That's more, baby. That's the rookie. That's why we wanted this guy. That's why. That is why.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. It's the tight end, Kelce. Touchdown.
Perfect spiral, baby. Perfect. Perfect.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead.
Told you, Kelce, you gonna like this guy. Told you, Kelce.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long.
Got somebody for them hands, boy. Got somebody for them hands.
I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Don't worry, we got a D lineman that can run well.
They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ooh. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a lot, baby, bro. Don't feel bad. You.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. With the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, get him, bro.
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They go play action here. Purdy to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this ball is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Your team might be hurt.
They'll look to throw.
Come on, man. He catches everything, man.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able
catching everything, bro.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
I've seen that hole.
Kelsey is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
You got. Oh, you almost.
It's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards points here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Oh, it was a bullet. He dropped it.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of
I
things.
know it, bro. That's why I wanted to get my running game, because I know Madden's going to start
and as long
fucking
as
me
that
up.
continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
Stand back.
The ball downfield.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, got
The
it.
Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today.
You can't get
Pressure
it
the
away in
quarterback,
time.
and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Back to throw. Purdy. Got his man. That's Davis.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. Wiggles free. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. No touchdowns in that one, 3-0, the final score. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots.
So nobody
Kenny
got
Pickett,
slaughtered.
sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Andre Ellington, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look,
Come
there's
on,
plenty of
man.
time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something though out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive?
Let's get it, man. Let's
Those coordinators, they just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Punch that nigga.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
Oh, you got that line to put that pressure on the nigga, man. Niggas ain't gonna chunk that shit
bad.
up.
Number 3 right now. 3-score game.
They gonna do what he got.
3 and out, not what they
Try
wanted.
to
And you
roll
can
out the
tell on the
pocket,
sideline,
dude.
those
Buy
faces
more
are getting a little
time.
bit longer as this one
Just
goes.
read that line.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
I don't even know what
First
you
catch
got,
called
bro.
for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
That boy looking like mouse out there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that gets to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's taken in by Palmer. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
He knocked the shot.
The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
You know what? Fuck that. Shit.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, man. He clipped my boy.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he runs.
Yes, it was. I was trying to catch that fish before it started disappearing.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Give me that.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu.
Yeah, find that boy in the free agent.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about
got
all
them
the time,
boys.
just plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
He stiff arms him, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara.
Oh,
Gain
man.
of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like this guy.
Second down in the yard.
Damn, well, where you been? Where you been?
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
We ain't getting no pressure now.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he
Oh,
slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Purdy. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy looking to throw.
Get that. Ah, you got it.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5.
I've been trying you all day. Of course,
throwing here, Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
I thought he was going to run it.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And running with power here. Running room at the
Stop playing with that boy. Stop playing with that boy.
And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return
Generational talent. All right, I'm coming.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as he just held on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Bills. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Purdy completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Purdy. Now,
No, don't do that. Really, bro. Come on, man. And I was almost done, dog. Come on. Let me just finish it. 29 seconds, bro. No. My bad, check, bro. Bro. Don't do this. I've been saying first quarter.
Throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jadavian Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.